So next button is design. So in the previous videos we have discussed about home ribbon button, insert ribbon button, and what are all the commands available under home and insert button, which we have covered. Now we are going to discuss about design. So design ribbon button, which are all the commands available and where do we use it, we will discuss now. Here if you see, there are various themes. If you wanted to change the theme of your Word document, you can select. Again, when it comes to the reality, we hardly use it. Maybe I haven't seen in my entire 15 years experience where we go with the default, that is office theme. If you wanted to change based on your requirement, you can change the theme here. So here you have multiple themes, right? This is how it will show. As soon as you select, that is how it is going to show you as how it looks like a preview. If you wanted to reset to the default style set, you can do. And if you want to save as a new style, once you make or you create a new theme, if you wanted to save this theme as a custom theme, you can save it. I'll show you how it works. Click as, for example, this is my custom theme. I will say, let me put it in the MS Word, custom theme. Save it. Now let me change it back to the normal, so or any other thing. Now I would like to import my custom theme. So there is a this document style, and if you wanted to reset to default, save as new style, and you can download that one custom theme. Let me go back to my this one, come back here. So browse for themes is the right, browse for themes. Then where I have said under desktop, MS Word. So custom theme is there, right? If I open, my data remains same, only the theme will be changed. So that is how you can save the theme, or you can reset to the theme from template, normal, back. So here we have document formatting. These are the various options available which we can use it. So I have designed, for example, company to company it will vary, or work to work it will vary. For my company, I would like to have my custom theme saying that one header should be, this is the font style and font color. So body of the letters, body of the paragraph should be, this is the font style and font color. So all those I can design by my own. Next what we have is colors. If you wanted to use the theme of the colors, so here we have various themes of the colors which you can use it. Anyway, again, we don't use all these colors unless it's a specific requirement. In the professional world, we mostly go with the default settings only. Next we have fonts. If you wanted to change the font, yes, you can change it. So I think I'm not wrong, if I don't know if I remember, if we change here font, what is the difference between changing font here and changing font under design? So for example, here if I wanted to change the font, I have to select data and change font. So that will change only for the selected text. But whereas if I change my font in the design, that will be changed in the entire document. If you see here, entire document, my font will, including headers and footers also, it will change. If you observe this, my fonts are getting changed, right? So that is how you can change it. Next we have paragraph spacings. How much line you want paragraph space? So that is no paragraph spaces. This is how it looks like. If you want compact, you can select this one. Compact means after 4 points, line spacing 1. And if you want very tight, you can use this one. If you want to open, you can. If you want to relax, yes, you can. So there are custom paragraph spacings as well. You can select whichever you want. Again, here mostly we go with the default settings only. Now we have effects. So this is again office effects. We mostly don't use it. So quickly change the general look of the object in your document. So each option uses various borders and visual effects such as shading and shadow to give your objects a different look. So let me select this one. So this has been changed. So your object will give a different look. Okay. Next option, set to default. If you wanted to make anything by default settings, yes, this one you can select it. Next option is watermark. So watermark, where do we use watermark and how, why do we use watermark? For example, you say some data in the document or page, in the background you want light color as a confidential data or do not copy and copyrights are reserved, or you want any company logo, all those you can set here. So this is how it looks like. If you want confidential like that, so you can put confidential. You wanted to remove watermark, if you want confidential like that, you can put it. So if you want to do not copy, you can put this one. Now if you want to remove watermark, you can remove it. And if you want to have a more watermarks from office.com, you can have, there are, for example, you have created a one draft, you wanted to say this as a draft, you can use this watermark. So similar way, here we have sample, okay, ASAP, urgent, all these you can use it. But however, there are custom watermarks. So custom watermarks, no watermark, picture watermark. If you wanted to put company logo in your watermark, so you can select here as picture watermark, then you can choose picture. So select picture. So I will select, try again, there is error, work offline. So let me put my pic as a watermark or my company logo or something. Okay, give apply. So this is how it looks like watermark. Okay, if you see in the background there is a logo in my document. If you are fine with it, close it. Or else if you wanted to change, so there is an option called custom watermark, and here you have selected pick, right? So if you wanted to have it only 50%, that should be visible. If you see here, only here 50%. Now that scale, how much percentage you want, you can select it. Okay, if you observe here, there is a logo behind my document that also will be printed whenever we print. And text watermarks, so instead of this image, if you wanted to have text watermark, for example, I want watermark as a Surendra Reddy confidential. Okay, let me take XYZ company limited. Okay, XYG company very confidential. So I'll give apply. So this is how it will show XYZ company very confidential. Okay, spelling mistake, ignore. Confidential, very confidential. If you apply, this is how it will apply. If you are fine with it, you can use it. If you wanted to change that percentage also, you can change it. And if you wanted to expand or make it as a auto size, make it less font size, all this, if you wanted to have it 20, you can put 20 and have it. You want to have diagonal or horizontal, however you want, you can add it here. If you see, and font color, which color you wanted to use it, I mean font size, font style, whichever the style you want to use it, you can use it. So this is how it will show here. You could see right behind there is a watermark. So this is how we can use watermarks, and we can customize watermarks based on our requirement. Next, page colors we have. If you wanted to change the page background color with a different color, whichever the color you want, you can select it. So there are more colors as well. If you wanted to use more colors, you can use. If you wanted to use custom colors also, you can use. You select it, give okay. See your background color. So page color will be changed. So page background. If you see under design ribbon button, we have themes, we have page backgrounds. So even though we have very few options, this we use it very rarely. Yes, we mostly use the watermarks, but not uh, themes or colors, etc. Next, we have page borders. If you wanted to apply page borders to your document, like this box, you can apply it. So there are various page borders here. See, it's all about you need to click and start using it. See, nothing is going to happen to Word. You just need to select what you are looking for. So page borders, if you wanted to have page borders like this, you can select box or shadow or 3D. If I select this, give a OK, so 3D borders will be applied. Okay, here you can select it and give. So which one you want? So double line, triple line, all you want, you can just have to apply it. See here, triple line 3D borders have been applied. Now custom borders, if you wanted to select custom borders, so you can select custom borders, whichever the border you want. Maybe if you wanted to have some uh, lines like this, you can design it. Where did it go? Why it did not come? So here we have 3 points, 2 points. You can select whichever the option you want it. And art, if you wanted to use something like art and all, you can put it like this. For example, I am designing one wedding card or something like that. I wanted to have uh, apples. Okay, as a my borders, you can put apples like this. So if you wanted to add any custom options in that, you can select whichever you want. Okay, let me select. What is this? Ice cream or some image. So how many points you want? So that will select. Let me put only 5 points. So that would be, that looks neat. So this is how you can design borders in the MS Word. So next, shading options which we have available. So if you wanted to use shading options with various color styles, we have solid, 10%, 20%, all these colors automate. If you wanted to use some different color, you can use it. So this is how it will show. Now let me use the, if you wanted to apply this for whole document, if you wanted to apply this, the whatever the changes you do, that for only selection or only for the first page, or this selection all except first page. So if you wanted to apply based on that, you can select. So I wanted to apply for this whole document, yes, I can select it. Next, shading, which I explained, and borders, yes, which we explained. So border width and all you can adjust here. So borders, art also you can select it here from whichever you want. If you wanted to have like this also, you can select it. So we don't usual in the professional this one, we don't use it, but if required we can use it if you wanted to design colorfully. So let us take the personal use. You want to design your wedding card soft copy, or your anniversary celebrations or something, any invitation, so you can use all those borders. Usually you would see, right, in our invitation cards, all such borders, those you can design in the MS Word as well. So these are the some of the commands which are available under design ribbon button. Next, let me get into the Word document. So Word document, so what are all the options, commands we have available in the layout? So layout, which we already covered, if I am not wrong, so I'll quickly cover here. So if you wanted to set the page margins, yes, you can set page margins here. We have some default page margins. This is the last used custom settings. If you want to go with that, you can go with that. And custom, whenever you type a data, right, how much margins you want, top how much margin you want, how many centimeters, bottom how many centimeters, right, left, how much gap. You see here there is a gap, right? So if page is there, entire 100% page, we don't print any data, right? We will leave some space, right? So that is how we can use it based on our requirement. So next paper which we wanted to select, so by default we have a A4. If you wanted to select any other options, we can select it. And layouts we have, so if you wanted to continue this one, new column, new page, even page, odd page, if you wanted to change all these layouts based on your requirement, you can change it. Next, orientation, so which I think I already explained you under print. So if you wanted to choose portrait or landscape, you can select it. And page size A4 by default, which we select. If you wanted to change it to the different uh, page style, you can choose it. And columns, so data, how many columns you want. If you wanted to have data in 2 columns, you can change it. In case if you wanted to have data in 3 columns in a single page, you want to have data in more than one column, you can change it. Now if you wanted to have uh, breaks, so insert a page and section breaks. If you wanted to insert page and section break, yes, you can insert it. So this is how chapter 1 is there, right? So chapter 1 here we have created as a header. So here what it does, breaks means, see, once you have ended chapter, right, chapter 1, so chapter 1 end of only half page come, second chapter will start from the next page. So that is how it will create a breaks. Next we have uh, line numbers. If you wanted to have a line numbers, you can have. Anyway, which we don't use it, that's up to you. Restart for each section. For example, here we have 1 to 2, right? So again it will start in the different section as 1 2 3. If you wanted to have that as well, you can do that. And suppress current paragraphs. If you want to do that, you can do that. Next, line numbering options. If you wanted to have a line number options, here you go, here start number at start at 1. If you say that start number at 1 and count by 1, and restart each page or restart each section or continuous, however you want, you can select it. If I say give OK, my line number is starting from 10. So it's all about which how you wanted to select based on your requirement. Next, change hypotenation. So when a word runs out of room, so word normally moves it down to the next line. So when you turn on hypothecation, word hypostates it instead. So just like you see in a book or magazine. So for example, how can I explain? Here there is a personally is there, right? So in the next word also could be typed here, right? So whenever I type word here, so you will get the same word is going to the next cell, we will get some hyphen like this, right? If you wanted to have that hyphen, we can have it here, automatic or manual. Hypothetical operation, which is the operation you wanted to have. So manual also you can select it, all these options which are available to use it under MS Word. Next, indent. Indent, if you wanted to select left, right, before, after, all these adjustments, you can do it here. So where do we use this indent first place? So in the first video, I have explained you bullet points, right? So bullet points are paragraphs. If you wanted to adjust spacing, indent and all, you can do that. So left, right, before all these paragraphs. Okay, let me go back. So here I have, right, this para is starting from here, right? So if I wanted to make it to the adjust to the little towards right, I can select it. Or if you wanted to have it towards right or left, we can select it. So spacing, if you wanted to have more spacing, yes, para to para, you can adjust it. If you wanted to have after para spacing, you can adjust it based on your requirement. Let me remove this background color which I don't want. Okay, layout which we covered, and references. So references, this is again not very much important, but if you really wanted to use it, yes, we can use it. I will explain you how we can use it. So let me take this same document data to the new file. So here I got it. So let me go to the references. So here we have table of contents. If you wanted to see what are all the table of contents, you have it. So it's like a uh, table of content means, so how do we say, it's like a uh, preparing index for the book or pages. So I would say insert table of content. So as soon as you insert content, it says that unit 1, unit 2, chapter 1, chapter 1, I would say. Under chapter 1, I would like to have a this is sub chapter 1, something like that. If you wanted to have, select it and start updating heading 1, heading 2, like that. So automatic styles which we have available here. So if you use this one, so here you can select it and you can here link. Okay, type here. So I'll say uh, uh, unit 1, unit 1, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 2, then again unit 2. So whenever you see a book, you will have a table of contents, right? TOC, table of content. So here, how can we hyperlink this as well? I will show you. So you need to here chapter 1, chapter 2. So this is how you can put. Now if I click on unit 1, it should take me to the unit 1. So how can we do that? So I will just select this one. I showed you right how to link hyperlinks, how to create hyperlinks. So go to insert button. You can select hyperlink. So place in this document. So you should have a heading or unit 1, unit 2, right? You select where you want it to go. Heading 1. Oh, this was in the different document. So let us do it in the different document. So here we don't have chapter 1, chapter 2. Let me create some chapter 1, chapter 2, something like that. Let me create some headings here. Chapter 1, unit 1, chapter 2. So I'll say these are heading 2. So I'll go to here. There is an option called heading 2, right? I'll select this. I'll select as a heading 1. So I'll make it as a left alignment. Now I will select this one. So if I click on it, that should take me to the unit 1. So select here link, go to insert link, place in this document. There is a chapter 1, right? So unit 1, so unit 1, it should go there, and chapter 1. So if I select chapter 1, go to the link. So shortcut key for creating hyperlink, Control plus K, chapter 1, and this one chapter 2, Control plus K, chapter 2. So this is how you can create. If I click on it, that will take me to the chapter 1 page. If I click on other one, that will take me to the chapter, what is the chapter 1. So click on it, chapter 1. So this is how it will work, table of content in the MS Word document. If you wanted to add text, level 1, level 2, level 3 we have, right? So you can adjust table of content, the same option which we have here, right, which we added here. If you see here, table of content, add text, we have multiple options, right? And if you wanted to update the table, yes, there is no table of content to update. You can insert one from reference tab, so which we have inserted now. If you wanted to update, you can. And insert footnote. So footnote means in the footer, if you wanted to add any some notes, okay, so need clarification, something like that. Whenever you are reading a book or some dictionary, right, or something, some book, you will have a courtesy so and so website, courtesies from so and so book or something like that. If you wanted to add, so from where this data has been taken, if you wanted to put some notes, you can add such notes here. And show notes, so once you add notes, if you wanted to show those notes, you can select it. So here, if you go here, there are various options where you wanted to show those notes, bottom of the page or top of the page or below text, all this you can select it. And end notes, if you wanted to select end of the section or end of the document. So mainly when we take a book, end of the session we will have read, so reference books have been referred, so and so books or so and so author or something like that, which we can put it in the end of the notes. Okay, well, you can put it and apply. Next, search. If you wanted to search for some particular image or something in the web, so you can do that. Okay, let me take select here. If you wanted to search that in the web chapter, so here chapter meaning you will get, for example, powerful. So powerful, I would like to know what is that meaning of the powerful. You can just select the word and click on it. So powerful, it will show. Powerful meaning having control and influence over the people and events. So you can select that, you will get synonyms of the particular word, which are the word you select. So if, see, for example, when you are writing, you think that this word is not suitable, you can select that word and check for the meaning, and you can select the synonyms which can fulfill your requirement. And researcher, if you wanted to do some research of that particular word, you can do that as well. Then we have a insert citations. So citations we insert it, add a new citations if you wanted to insert all these author and corporate author, title, year, city, publisher, who is going to publish, all these you can. Citations usually you see in a book, right? So similar way, all these you can also create it in your MS Word. Okay, next we have manage sources. If you wanted to update various sources from which author and all, you can select it, and if you wanted to tag them as well, you can tag them. So these are, you can use it. And insert a table of figures. What is a figure 1, figure 2? We have, whenever we have it tables, right? Tables are images, all those you can insert it, you can create it. And cross references, if you wanted to put any cross references, so here we have names, right? So Shanvita, if you wanted to put create a cross reference, you can put some page number or something like that, you can do that. And mark entry, so if you wanted to main entry, sub entry, mark entry, so this and all, where do we use it? So add a selected text to the index. So Alt Shift X is the shortcut key for mark entry. Then if you wanted to insert index, yes, you can insert index as well. Next, mark citations. So here we insert citations, right? If you wanted to mark those as citations, you can mark them as well. Then insert table of authorities. If you wanted to insert like Baldwin, this one, it's like some page number or address, all those things and all, you can insert it. See, again, it will vary from, see, this and all in the professional life, I don't think so we use it. If you want it, if you are willing to type or create some content or book, okay, if you are typing a one book, you can use all these options which are available under MS Word. So these are the some of the options which we covered under design and reference. So anyway, layout was already covered. Now I also covered it again quickly. So these are the three tabs which are available in MS Office, MS Word, which we can customize our content based on our requirement using these commands. So thank you guys. Next we are going to cover review and view button, then we'll come back to mailing. In the next video we are going to cover review, view button and mailing button. So what is mailing we are going to cover. Thanks for watching.